Hey guys, Giga here, and welcome back to the Life in Lockdown Challenge. If you don't know what we're doing here, there's a description of the challenge on my Instagram, and if you haven't watched the last episode, you can click on the card here in the corner, or the link in the description. As usual, I started this painting with a quick sketch, and then got rid of the white in the canvas by using a mix of paints that I had laying around that were almost dry. With this underpainting, I get the values kind of sorted out, and it helps me with the process going forward. Now for the theme of this painting. Today's theme is travel. And I love traveling. For the past few years, I haven't been in Portugal, which is where I'm from, for more than a few months in a row. But nowadays, travel is a big no-no. At least in my sense of that word. My type of travel is a little bit on the cheap and dirty side of things, so that means no traveling for me. Which also means that, for now, the way to travel and have different experiences is through movies and books. And on that note, could you comment down below what's your favorite movie and book so I can put them on my list? Thank you. And I'll start talking about movies. Not necessarily my favorite, but I watched it recently and I loved it. And it's not really a travel-related movie either. But it was called Your Name. It's this Japanese romantic drama animation film about a couple of teenagers that realize that they are swapping bodies, kind of like a Freaky Friday situation. And then they eventually decide to meet up in real life, and things kind of take a turn and get a little sad. But it was a good movie. I don't want to give any more spoilers, so if you need a movie recommendation, Your Name. Watch that one. I think it came out in 2016. In terms of books, I think I can say the one I decided to paint here in this painting, which is On the Road by Jack Kerouac. I think that's how you say his name. Again, not necessarily because it's my favorite book, but I think he matched the theme nicely of the painting. And I do love what it represents, the whole beat movement, especially having lived in San Francisco where a lot of it took place. Similarly to them, the Beats, I do now have, and I've felt it for a while, the need to hit the road. Disconnect from everything and just go somewhere looking for something. And I'm not exactly sure what this something is that I'm looking for, but I think that might actually be the reason that I feel like I need to go somewhere. For years now, one of my dreams has been to hitchhike from Lisbon to New Zealand. And you might hear this and think, why New Zealand? And how? There's a lot of ocean in the middle. So, New Zealand, because I really want to visit that country. It just looks incredible with all of the green, mountains and lakes and friendly people. Everybody I've met from New Zealand was incredible. So, I really want to go there because of that. And then the other reason is, and I'm not really sure how to say this, is that New Zealand is the antipode. I don't know if that's the word. Basically, New Zealand is the exact opposite from Portugal, if you pierce the world. So if I were to hitchhike there, I'd basically be hitchhiking to the exact opposite side of the world, which just sounds like a nice little bow on a really nice travel. And now to the how. How would I get to New Zealand? I'm not exactly sure. So getting to Southeast Asia sounds doable. There's land, so you just have the normal problems of hitchhiking if you disregard the health concerns of the world right now, but I'm putting that aside. But I've heard stories of people hitchhiking on boats, so why wouldn't I be able to do it? For example, one of the stories I've heard, which was basically the nail on the coffin, I don't know if this is the right expression either, that confirmed that I really wanted to do this, was on the podcast Dirtbag Diaries, which, if you also need a recommendation for a podcast, that is one of my favorites. Basically all about outdoor adventures and really good storytelling. Incredible podcast. And one of those episodes was about this guy that was just traveling in Europe, and he got a ride on a sailboat from Spain to the US. The captain just asked, "Do you know how to sail?" He said, "No, but I can learn." "Do you get seasick?" And he said, "I have no idea." "And can you leave tomorrow?" And he said, "Yes." And then the rest of the episode is just him describing his experiences, learning how to sail, I don't remember how long they were in the ocean, crossing the Atlantic. But listening to that, I was like, okay, if this guy did it, I can do it. And it just sounds like an incredible experience. So I want to do that eventually. So yeah, for now, I'll leave you with the rest of the painting. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out the next one.